All right, hello once again, welcome back. Today we're going to do two examples of questions based on the linear functions. So the first question says, write down the equation of the line that passes through the points 2 and 1 and 5 and 10. So first you have to identify that from the coordinate point of view, basically this is x1, y1, and this is x2 and y2. So these are your values for x and y. And you also have to remember that using these two pieces of information, you can calculate the slope of the line. So you know that the slope of a line, or the gradient, is the change in the y values over the change in your x values, the vertical change over your horizontal change. So you can write this as 10 minus 1 over 5 minus 2, which is equal to 9 over 3. So your slope is 3, right? M is essentially your slope. Now that you've found the value of your slope, you can just go plug this value inside a linear function's main form, which is y is equal to mx plus b. So this is the second step, step 2. You know that m is the slope, and once you do that, you should get something like y is equal to 3x plus b, right? So I just plugged in my slope, which was 3, inside my linear function. The third step, step 3, is to figure out the value of your y-intercept, in other words, b. In order to figure out the value of your y-intercept, you just choose one of these coordinates, for example, either 2 and 1 or 5 and 10, and put them inside your y is equal to 3x plus b. So let's do that right now. I'm going to plug in 2 and 1 into y is equal to 3x plus b. So instead of y, I have to put 1, because 1 is y and 2 is x. And then the next one, instead of x, I have to put 2 plus b. So 1 is equal to 3 times 2 plus b. So 1 is equal to 6 plus b. In order to find the value of b, you just have to bring 6 to the other side. So you'll have b is equal to 6, negative 6 plus 1. So b is equal to negative 5. All right, so your final answer is equal to y, 3x, minus 5. And in the last step, what I mean by basically moving negative 6 to the other side is just subtracting it from both sides to get rid of the 6 on this side, right? Because you want to isolate your variable, which is b. All right, let's take a look at the other question. It says a line has a gradient of 5. All right, so right off the bat, you can just write your m is 5. It passes through the points 2 and negative 1 and 6 and p. Work out the value of p. All right, well, if you remember, you know that the general function form for a linear function, once again, is y is equal to mx plus b. Over here, the slope is 5, so m is 5. The coefficient of x is always your slope. And you just have to go ahead and find b then. So step 2 is to plug one of these values, and I'm going to choose the first one because it's complete, right? The other one doesn't have a y. We're trying to figure it out. So let's go ahead and put 2 and negative 1 into this function. Y is equal to 5x plus b. We should get negative 1 is equal to 5 times 2 plus b. So negative 1 is equal to 10 plus b. All right. The next step is to subtract 10 from both sides so that b becomes alone. Thus, b is equal to negative 11. All right. Pretty simple. So your original function is equal to y is equal to 5x minus 11. Now, for any given x value, you can find out the y value that comes out of this function. So for example, over here, I'm trying to find out the y value that comes out when I put x is equal to 6. So if x is 6, then my y value will be 5 times 6 minus 11. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 minus 11 will give us 19. All right, that was pretty simple. Thank you for watching, and good luck.